na ini ti ye kop dong en no jabar ko no enam do ana ko ni ka mo to chwak timu di lo me Premier League du ka ko Premier League no de ka chwak Chelsea chwak Man U chwak na
medede yu chuny
Man U
medede yu
gor no
yira nga man timi pe doctor ni anga
gor no wana kam ket gam jenga kai tie ko yer kai nuo ngata tie kede gor mar pe we wana kam
Making
mio ge man wana kam ket gi
so ko pa tie
agora ko commander ko bani pe ken coordination fact uje cholche nien pe ken tien ti history mar bin setting kanum i karme do ni mohanyen kuno bino kwa ku ye yo me ye ko bi kai ken pe no pen
so tiedo mohor ko ne kwera na machel pilo Uganda wana biro timo kile ginger okay bien utia timi district wana biro timo kile ginger ni no anongo Uganda loro wekelera city kala kile ginger city
me celebrating
the trophy Kenya won come organizing committee me celebration obero president come
wow William
Somei Ruto and yober won come local organizing committee me celebrating trophy Arsenal in Kenya Rwanda be the president Paul Kagame.
Wow. Tidonga meet.
Eke national celebration make na be the CDF.
Me Uganda gana.
Me Uganda national celebration be the CDF.
Je koni ende pe na di lendre ke be go di la na dan.
So, ero me pajukan ngitu tieno bini mi tam. Bien, ngit no do mutel ta ko neno tom ja ta ko chibugi ka kwene. So, o twa Arsenal do icheng chabet Lavington Park. Bino neno na deal.
Kare ti utuke, kare ti laptop, kare ti yam. Yin bini.
No, yini ibidon ka tutumia pa. Tom. Kare chel kede gina chama. Kede gina mara. Yini nunge yekunu.
Nuara tom. Gina chama, gina mara.
Yu nunge yekunu.
Okay. Balar pe, kanyo atama bin wana rioko ne. Wani.
Bin.
Wada acholo.
Ilao doj binu.
Agak to te par kurkuchi ina ni ke jabit kurkuchi para
binu so life band bedatie petit artist ora performing nyoni ya miming yiri ke to life band
go life band yite we kai
dan jodan pe tamia kwani joni ngeo weri ka bero wekewa
go ka gine
go ka
beat
instrument
Yite te
chako ka wer lane square gi ducha no mutie ka wer lane square ka ber so you do one no yabo da one no chego Lavington Park Arsenal party
anyway
no opio man right team this time man kai to
mara lem ka kengi nu mera ko wa
man kai to
akwa wa de wote wia
kuchil wrong bini
ikana son petit kitabi ken by the way Nelson Mara Dilo la province kada wor kwen en pekeng
okay
en ko Mara Dilo man pedi marka ni Dilo ni ba tek da Dilo en Mara but me Arsenal petit kitaram kenkere ngato ken me pe kenkere obero okwasham uje Asan Good Motors che ko ni dox no en barti doxang men
please Good Motors bin ngere me watam okay bin ngere me watam the local organizing committee mo mayor tikano ngara si golo tikano the spokesperson me Uganda Police North Kyoga did Patrick Okamatikano the town clerk
Okamako ni put pe nyero kade nendo team Champion League edo ya ye yo
so wana yo wari yo man ko ngatu muko e kamacho tibino okay opportunity we
atara berati atat Dr. Jen
won't pass you don't pedo to deal moro so mono karachel kede mono no awin radio now Aston Villa woro to your cap Europa League Aston Villa loka woro to Europa League ko
tene cha maruna no wexti are not
bindo to madek
yondo da geba
so jodo ti final Arsenal koketi Man City kede Chelsea ogwe in final FA Cup Arsenal kede Man City te gwe final mengo me Carabao Cup eka Crystal Palace te gwe final me Conference League Eka Aston Villa te goyo final me Europa League. Arsenal te final me Champions League. Eka Man U te final vision.
Ti final me koro kocha. Koro kot dang wot kiri kobo.
Man U te final la korka final day. Man U te kai final day. It's okay. Ko por dang pe better wang next season.
Le mare dem. Ana kwa ichwak Man U ni pe timi gini.
Time gini ngo jono ko. Joro time ngo. Joro time ngo.
Jo tu ni joma pol.
Ana ko bege. Ni umi wagini dog moka big to a bicha lokera megin potio tamana pick up or ka Carabao gini umi. Premier League the Champions League. No go area for Arsenal. Kai time ni temo piem ke Arsenal. Inwe mit e kwa yo pi.
Anyway, dakika dong tiu wor no ko mai bolle mar chao te duogo dong ke kanno mai de ke kanno.
Okay. That they will requirements. Ko jama Paul amuta Paul tie. Did you know ni doko doko tunga aneta mong nakasero? Dok day ngeo ni o ma doko to kimero ko angwen no kene. Okay, ko chakre local story.
Anyway, apoy matek James tinini en bora Melira City tiame ukobo ni tingino ketu jami metigi ping odanyi gine jema. Ngwa me wor timera wor bouncers utinyo gina liya iching bora. Bora unyuti bouncers ni gin karadang again. Nyimo officer RCC. Bora no tikoro tiame RCC gin bouncers aroma par nwente wote mak ginu pika bora do bin do hak bouncers a gera petweri bouncers mogo do ke ye mengo chi police lar police yen bora bin bera gera petweri pika bichela mo mako RCC Lawrence golo ko mi jodwok ke bora ko now i bora potia wangni ucholo me tutumia piera dekuya bichi kito tia rai kede petia be pien otia choya mi gia kom gino kerie
Yeah.
Pien chen cha yin ka chwalo te mi pot book dango te chako poka yidi nen so ni mi gi account number gin kerie kero cholo ka rai pedong rai gufu ame city tia tikede bouncers mogo eno da warni unu petia yota bon in fact bon RCC no baltie dang tinini gin tia ko bi gin otio mi rat kero tela ge me bora pien otela ni nok tia chat gi yamo ko ajemi aworo jodo ngobino kwero kocham lanyu kwir won kama beach me call district James jamno ko be kono
Ero pe dai do gina chame ba.
Adwogo don lelet kanyo mar wire tilono duone anta konye en biru kelo gina nangere
Kekel gino
MP Dr. Samuel Pia churda numero mia bole mara do pa mia rwata kede me lokere but jamu ko be kono now Reverend Silvana Sugal amabedo bishop me PAG East Pastorate okobni chamo chana Uganda chamani do ho giname tidong normal tidong normal amedang jodo pe para utiche gamene cham chena ta joti office cham chen ta temi ya porni ichani na dong joti akobita kwed Anita Mongi kono dong pote twei
no pote mbalo
kono pote twei kono
no pote mbalo
okay now take kobni kache oticha government amitati teni tutwala wako wibie ba Dr. Teng ka wore office pe ye bending to teacher government ame binu wille chenne ami chenne pe ping tutwala wak ikop me choy teach now Dr. Samuel Pia churi chani kole gin me kole nyen ame nuwa gin members me parliament adegdushu me kole teach kiri won kom mono engineer Moses Oteng eto Pia churi ko bi chana me ti district service commission ena yedong rachala pe mi rotimere akono nuong teach doko tia megi a willo teacher willa donc Dr. Samuel Pia chure ko bi PDM and then more report jo mogo me PDM ti dang do ka do tia mete wheelchair me PDM a willa ado rachikato
Samuel Pia churi gin kede Judith Alie gin kede Peter Chena karo ngoge ongi biti no karchel kede Andrew Moses Awan
no alubar kero Pia churi ko bi gin no ti wor gini ya chel kede won ko machone to ya gete bi balla ko ipi donc ya gina cha nyaaro to binu bere pe
okay one tikere kwat ne yi gino dok pe balle
yes
men again to wor kede won kom yi gino pe bal e kom district council
so
teach you come to parliament oversight can ya dual is your biggest role the uno oversight ne ni chenda me okay the district council you need district o tiu karachel kere as per the plan as per the plan me no tiu kere as per the plan or as per the plan activity to making uno sure ni teach work but interference I mean members me parliament for let work town ni Pien gino be members me parliament, the district council or the district chairperson or the city mayor the municipal council mayor, you're dancing to that tune. I know of some members of parliament, I may be no kwana hapira mota.
You bought district?
Yes.
Anyway.
I know of some members of parliament, I may kone kakao, when you town clerk, pour me oge more.
Maybe in a district road committee meeting.
No, not even road committee. Member medo kampala kiri you jamu kene. That is not fair.
Gen pe lock pejo.
No, perekom.
Wait,
Piengino town again influencing ko bokao kere local. So cow must dance to that tune. This is not fair.
Anyway,
this is not fair.
Mono nyeni bara agam ke kaneni no kenne. But gina perte Dr. Teng engineer Moses Teng ko ni chani animate ni kel not equal district e kate ko bi kita don ko hoti keren I ko pe chamo chana equal district. Ti jo ame otedere ye kwanyu chiene gi teme ya ticha gamene. Anu da ticha gamene pope ni gamchen nani doa. E kate ko ni en ka kimi bi kimu district service commission ameng mo choko pe kongi da ko bi joka ko nen ko man kum chalwa da be da ko
and I made a reserving comment. Truth be told, Port Petty District Service Commission or Kenny Launkan, with a lot of due respect, Amotia Bear Law City Service Commission. PNM City Service Commission oberuke the massive recruitment. Kokopodonyo.
Kokopodonyo. So
okay, Kape. James Kape. You tell me the caliber of Frederick Waluyeni, you know me, Kennedy. I'm just asking myself. Just tell me.
No, and copy any will come service commission ni character. Ni dangi dana ma yer ni gitie mortie. Ame pa nen because the chairperson of service commission is paid salary. Is paid salary. Something like 2 million per month by the central government. So, in the district, you can always not fail to identify one person. Ame ticket integrity, ame luoroba, ame da ticket gichie, ame da be retired civil servant. You will not fail to get.
No.
Now, nuo dana me unit amane influencing. Ame cha marokene ko be choya ngade, cha marokene ko be ameto ngade, cha marokene ko be promoting ngade, cha marokene ko be disciplining ngade. No, that is not how things are supposed to be done.
Anyway, anapoyo pi wanu yamdan karamaru district service commission chairperson wanu obedo engineer Domak. Karnasha jo teach even a bon chol. Pien unober ngata go nganga agichinde dang woro integrity mere.
Ikaro kerotono to.
Aha.
Mebedo chair me service commission. Neno ngoti mere. Jo abon ko.
Yes.
So man peha me district chairperson so don ye bedo kame chimo ngato me gino town anytime mirigi. Yes. Kado chimo ko give them opportunity to serve.
Anyway, akulu Jillian aworo bino rumi nyimluak amenu ponkunacha iwang ticha bunga ruma borge te poegin pi mi president Museveni kui pi mi yo NRM kui gun ko bi jone ni chani endo permit ginani jo pe wot ko pa dot borgi jo ka wot ko bi wana bino me penyu dan lobo ko ma ngado timu gine gina chalo do ngotela permit kai wot officer chairman ko bi chairman wana met dan lobo ni eto be wot dot wot ya ngado ti ko bukiti. So mona gina me Jillian akulo aworo kobo.
Oneno dan Lira City Council aworo yer Patrick Okwir, maybe the speaker, me Lira City Council. Congratulations to Council Patrick Okwir.
Odaha.
Ame odok eno nu Okwir ame rama pa eka water Charles opio lol honor nu Okwir ame rama beach eka invalid vote Tiberachel.
Wow, comme cuira par Bichel.
E comme cuira par Bichel, invalid vote Tiberachel. Eka oneno meya da chimo jomere, deputy mayor, our worship Rebecca Alwedo Ogole, enang odok achalaba deputy mayor for the second term. Eka oneno youth councillor Musa, enang ukeremebe the secretary me community based services. Oneno joker honorable Geoffrey Bosco Ogwal, maybe the secretary me works and technical services. Otenene joketu Judith Aguerra Kidi amechungu Utichamon okeremebe the secretary of finance and administration eka monoti composing of their government eka otenene Bena award en oteyere anopos maybe the deputy speaker Oteneno Woncom Wigicome, Aneno Zena Polot, but Woncome Community Based Services, Oneno Woncom Keno Bedo, Matt Jennifer Pio, Karchel Kede Odomoch, Monoda Ena Bedo Woncom, Lira City Council, Awardo composing their Ukerdo Gamente Gyoko and Tertira. Lawrence Segolo Mioga Kwenyakin, Okobegini, Wunungu Yeru, and you are to serve. You are to challenge the previous council. Amount you teacher tech. Okay, menen in local revenue or better for development. So I know challenging the Gukobuni Genda Duong, dan Gena Jalaba Gamente, Kachel representative of the central government, going to Gena Duong, Ikom Council, Ameo Kerichawanin. Ana met no down one nango kene on utike Genda Duong. This very council of Lira City Council will work and perform. They only need to be supported, they only need to be guided where needed, they will deliver.
Anyway, ngata dong chimu yom ya bedo Geoffrey Ugwal Bosco. Geoffrey Bosco Ugwal. PNN ya City West. Iguma Raj ya duelera no ene yorong ti arach ye. Endong kon joka kanu. Kanu chima ber.
No, ena kon je City Council du.
Ena ko nen ke kanu. Wana ko ba poknie go na wata ya.
Okay. Mono oneno award dang chairman LC5 Melira oker jano gamente mere ame oker vice chairperson obedo Jane Achola ame yai ba and obedo vice chairperson me Lira district local government
me balancing mano
Agatha Kawi ni Jane Achola pe obedo mena yininga yuni okay pe obedo Jane Achola me yininga yuni okay eka aneno kero Mara Boni me be the secretary me works and technical services ame enokero marabori karakel ke de female councillor ame ya aromo amo kero bebero secretary me community based services mono akina jokere ame okero ekadang aneno okero disole nupul wonega
ogina Isaac
Ojok Newton mo
Isaac Ojok kom kado Ojok nup Isaac Ojok
anenango chime so mon that is the composition of kitame TMA award karachel kede kitame the next 5 years kitame gamente binunen karachel kede Ilira district no tini aworwa Morris Ogwalamara me molata binu ber karachel kede kuere karachel kede yero speaker kede ketu gamente monno yuame binu ber tia molata district local government headquarters kuname obiru chano gamente oneno ko me chano gamente tia wot pangyo kitame a laptop work kede ape kede update maybe chairman at appropriate time will update us kitame chano gamente me a laptop obiru kede kar me wot kede yore kede yore Peter Ogwango kwi obino kongo ichia beach
mono me
dokhlo en obino kongo ko ichia beach dang medo chako teach atira chala ba won koma beach karachel kede keto gamente anyen kitame obino kitame chano gamente me local government ya word karachel kede oneno city east kede city west dusha worne da ber chano gene gamente ge Emmanuel bongo perro ber karachel kede ka da me chano gamente mero ko aworo oneno dang obero jodanga worne o tieko dong yero ko opia amoya maybe the speaker me city west
Pastor Tony
pia moya eneme obedo speaker awota adiera enolanya awota kene dang eno pia moya da bera awota enolanya awota kene luoni Ben pia moya olanye kede loki chichok kwira par eno pia moya no kwira pierio wiario eno tinunga para rio eka loka tinunga kwira ameramo a beach. So, Wodang and Emmanuel Bongo Perro pledging Mekone kame dans lo jati karchel. Okay? Jati karchel menene dans lo beratie dans te kwa your corporation de komune en office merited Twolo for both the councillors and the community. So, permit a councillor ma ti karchel kerani kagi noti ya mepeni yang wore office ameya. Kagi noti ya me yiri ta ne miero meya ti piri wore office ameya kagi noti e nyo kwacho tede ni moti ma kinga tede no kele office ameya erda ko ni ene bero meya me pe bero ken mampishi bero meya me wore fil meya meneno don lobo monitoring don lobo kede winyu ko ka jo kede neno kitai en yi kinping erno tikara chel kede monno di Emmanuel Bongo Perro of course eno chimo ben member secretary my finance oneno da chimo deputy mayor mere obedo ngata ma oya musha Matame ya chungi moja. What to the council City West ubedo deputy mayor oeka oneno Pauline achola me obruwelo enango chime mebedo ran me community based services karchiel kede ogwang bala ubedo ran me tidiro kede pacha me City West
office gino tia bay
so kita me jamo wor kede no eka City East dang jobedo kede kana me chimo gamente dit Dennis Peter dul uchimo gamente mere I will be updating you kadi kita me
uyam kona moga liyo kangara
kwere no tia wena
again lak no merbeda woro ninda para no merbeda ninda para bongwen ti liyo ko kopo yam ti lokali ya pan yang ngara
okay
erbe moga ke nen kire me bedo ku were uno
aneno Uhuru me City East ena yo bedo speaker
Uhuru Jimmy abila
eyo ena bedo speaker ena me bedo speaker me lera City East division
atamne speaker ginoti abe because Uhuru ti kare experience chahe is central division tam karna da Dr. bedo councilor me City East atamne okay yera no dus podom ti abe chimu kade yera no dus warbe
okay ko porpetier miero wor kwena me chatwil right okay we wor kwena me chatwil do kare chel kere ngwa me titwak pingo kene me Uganda
Yire Twolo, mera yire Twolo, yire Twolo, oh yire Twolo. Marile mujo wao poi mate, Urama TV ujo wao po, Urama TV ujo wao po, Umarale mera po, Follow to Mariam, yini yabu yilangi. Follow to Mariam, mere yabu yilangi. Ana miro to kapot mani. Yire Twolo jawai, yire Twolo. Yire Twolo mena, yire Twolo. Yire Twolo, oh yire Twolo. Yire Twolo, mera yire Twolo. Oh yire Twolo. Ayo follow to Mariam jawai po. Umare le matin wow wow. Woba ji wala din man mi yo music. Yire Twolo, mera yire Twolo. Yire Twolo, oh yire Twolo. Follow to Mariam jawai po. Follow to Mariam jawai po. Umare le matin now po. Director make you FM. Director me Roma TV. Keluken, mera dopon. Keluken, mera dopon. Woba ji wala din man mi yo music. Woba ji.
The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyric cities where the dreams all start. A sky so wide, it's an endless blue. The fields so green, they're calling you. Drums, they echo through the town tonight. Lyric city shining like the northern light. Boda, weave through the street. Life's a rhythm you feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, they always greet. Under the sun where hearts compete. From the riverbanks to the sacred trees, the city hums with endless harmonies. Dreams are sown where the stars convene.
And yo, wagwan everybody, you know, they come out of Uganda, and the easy the one lyrical Gino, I think I can win. Make sure say you stay locked on Tunku Malo Wanky Wang on Roma TV by Motoronal every single Monday to Friday. Chapari Pakawachat. Shell, easy the one lyrical say so. And Baberu can you can name Ningo the judge, apartment knock, Kaditi meaning, an apartment knock, Anatika Kala Kumchodi Naki Jirani, Anya Due, Anya Yellow Penyo Mingiel, Twolo, Anatika Kala Kumchodi Naki Jirani. And yo, wagwan everybody, you know, they come out of Uganda, and the easy the one lyrical Gino, I think I can win. Make sure say you stay locked on Tunku Malo Wanky Wang on Roma TV by Motoronal every single Monday to Friday. Chapari Pakawachat. Shell, easy the one lyrical say so. And Baberu can you can Ningo the judge, apartment knock, Kaditi meaning, an apartment knock, Anatika Kala Kumchodi Naki Jirani, Anya Due, Anya Yellow Penyo Mingiel, Twolo.
Easy Lobusu.
When I take me do change when I chill me chat will of course we can make correction on it. Mat Santa Angela achua jo me Lira City East A. Mat Santa Angela achua jo me Lira City East A. Of course and then mobile won't come me finance planning and administration me Lira City Council. Okay, mono ame members mege obedo Mat Ross ongom gin karachel credit Charles Opiu olol kado win paluoni honorable kade ne aluoni mat by Mat Ross ongom che mono bedo mengo mono bedo nying me woro adit kene da luoni Mat Santa ngela credo pa kero honorable pete ni adwo ho me pin ke win da luoni adit Charles Opiu olol yindo nge inu pa adwo me pin credo we honorable so tieni won come finance planning and administration Melira City Council be Mat Santa ngela gin karchel ke members mege eka won come works and technical services obede Mat Jennifer Opio Olejo eka won come community based services obedo Odomoch obedo domoch amen chungilwak me Lira City West C man City Council kita me ti karchel kede no kita ne na ko kede have a strong belief ni jonno biru ticha tek dadok balo nyudang te loyo ko council me wano tie ko ni ne okay pien gino ti karchel kede gum ni jame teach ame mite me teach dong tie eka gamente dang ya chakicha unu city utikito me chikege kedi jamu kene tiame utia ngapura but now it's being streamlined, and for that the current team should be able to perform a bear the lawyer kita me wano utinu utiu kede ko of course our weaknesses we be no correcting teme you better do a bear allow when no better gorwa eka but also some a tool now being in second term no bino bedo or kede experience adwong apeme tuku no to kede experience jame moga me wana chaha me nu yampo ngeo ichawa ne do yini ngeo so that team should be able to perform and perform exceedingly very well. Okay, eka Oyam district obino kwongu Adea Nelson Tinini. Okay, mo yam bino bedo Tinini. Now, jote bedo pe ni man Jane Achola Monj Peba Vice Chairperson Lira district po bedo Jane Achola Omonj obedo Jane Achola amedang yae ba orwate ka rwarne Jane Achola Monj tieda ena bedo ngata mo nyomo ba eka atia tin nyako ken me bar kunu danga nye Jane Achola ene no bedo Vice Chairperson me Lira district local government not our Jane Achola Monj pe mona minna ni eno no ingeni ana bera kwa Jane Achola
kwa Jane Achola Monj pe ngeo
ana bera kwa
ari ngeo ni bedo Edgar wano
aha ene bedo ana bera kwa kumana kwa ne ba
mudong chao kene bedo tina jadon
Jane Achola ene no pidu Abdul George gin kere Elizabeth eka Elizabeth gin kere George Abdul ubero jadon
bedo
so ana bera kwa
bedo unywali itipu
so mono kere mono o weko abombalo chawa weko ya waratira nonen jamu kere metia do nyitwa pingo kene of course kana tiko comme local government tieni i council jo disagreeing disagreeing o weko do i council pekelo yo ducha do te winyu radio kai ni beda council amaro kene mo ku nyen nyo dok ngeni i council kunu jo disagreeing. Okay, dango gamo dog de cha mo de yu no come etu we ko do no ko kunu ngwa will ti you carry public trust. You are doing it on trust. So if you're doing it on public trust
ajeme wunna war ngwer gi nudung ti na ho
cha wana war ke penye ko yana wo did you know ne woro be muna
I didn't know.
So
unu keki gona
we wura we ha
anati ko kom kanchi lu un perang to bora at this time ita idong karute tum kana bere me to da office
kar to bora
ti amdu na kala
no they are concerned chincha amejota passing budget amena ta kwa budget udong town clerk and the current team to implement gina me miu ochonyi bora cho apetie one ucholo me city council to electronic
emis
iras yes
ngomi
city council to clear ni petiche ne moro raiching
very
monu cholo me city council and I started this in the presence of RCC, in the presence of mayor, in the presence of town clerk, in the presence of CISO and everybody. That was my statement. But now I don't want to be seen to be interfering. Can it teach
maybe teach
no. Anta madote
tumuko. But still you can guide.
Wait, I should not interfere.
But you can guide.
Bobson.
Anyway,
you can only guide when they have seek your guidance.
You can comment. Anyway, one day company
let that team work.
Let them work. Kada ti juni ka nyama.
One note ikare wacha one note you kere aras mengo mejo choluche ochola gamente. But now they should be able to sit down with Boda otiko now. Where is your challenge? Boda ko challenge eka dango the current leaders take obo ngomi oteti merkitu and they agree.
Anyway,
it's a matter of sitting down in a meeting. One of the issues adwon chukadwong, but I can assure you, chukadwong melira, you cannot not compare it to any chukoroken in the entire country. One word me on kita chuk me guru tikere, We learned a lot from it, and now they're always coming here.
Anyway, mano bedo oversight. Ginado ikobo ka bear no yom ya komni uchoro mesiti yo kito ra ka mi rai iras. Anyway, umede nyima jem.
Okay, well, now Ministry of Health tiame omio guideline pick up me bola. Otina metia do school tiame Ministry of Health omio schools ngoma tia me we hotino do school. Now, Katino tia do school man bedo guidelines amen the permanent secretary Ministry of Health man Dr. Diana Twine obedo kerikar meka tukede me kobone schools adotin tia yaberni this is what you are supposed to do the SOPs. Okay, the SOPs, the standard operating procedures for schools. Na machel tieni miere you should ensure ni gilwa ko ching oberatie ame pi merka logo mier malwor ko. Okay, gilwa ko ching mier betie ame dang mier berke the running water pe yini kete bucket ame dang bino luru chienti logo no mier bet by tap ame pi mere jolla down to logo chien eka ka logo chien temolte eka mena mario o engi logo chien mier beri ido gate me school at the gate na machiel mier beri dog school mier beri dog gate na mario mier beri dog classes du classes du mier beri ka kel kedi logo chien dan mier making sure ni dana don yi gate logo chien dana don yi classroom o logo chien dana don yo i dormitory da o logo dog chien dana me adon yi dining room da logo chien dana me adonyo toilet mir log chien kire dana me adonyo staff room mir log chien so chimene gi logo ching mir bed kage logo duchu mona lo berka kel kede Dr. Diana
adwa ko dong rom me tuorak ping
twine now the could enforce mandatory hand washing for all learners staff and visitors upon entry and at regular intervals kakano du kira yini logo chi toilet me do ni toilet amendo ke donyo staff room mi do ke log chi do gorome staff room ke do ni staff room amendo nyo mi log chi e ke do ke wore dormitory de khate logu chi do ke do nyo ke dormitory do ke logu chi like that so kai to be word kire even if after every 2 minutes mi log chi karachel kere chabun mona lo ber karachel kede guidelines amodonyo mena mario mienene temperature screening points oberatie is school entrance dog gate mironen temperature dano okay restrict entry for person with symptoms ame jo ame tikar chel kire anyut me bola mirpo me don yi okay mirpo me don yi now gino kana gina Dr. Koboni you should discourage motoking now man petika pe schools pe wandu chani motepe chawani mote moro pepe mot kingator pede aging kwani sweetheart kwani baby don't baby me imiro me yebola ni don't baby me
man gina dati mere iwo matu baby mara meti yo
no
itebe contact ban yang daga ku bi
don't baby me okay pede sharing your personal items kwani cherry kwani no sharing of personal items so one yo kan don't baby me baby ni morra baby ni ko bi agin petane atia dagi eri chawani tuotiame anyutertie jo arioti to ilobo Uganda eti lobo Congo kwenda metuori tia yeye jo mia bit te da hatal jo me chel pier deg do ta no kunu chokara chel kidi bunde bujo chokara chel kidi kasese so amechi moni jo ada do hoto e Kampala do yina me ya e Kampala no pe guda pede makia pede morra
na handa do
pede no so
what about you bedo mar
peda do tin pange so monongo ametia atimere no yore so we abon dong pien chawa pedo tia be awor ni dok police dok tunga aneta bonga metina kasero otema ko dok utoki Land Cruisers amenote pat at the compound chinkia po kwa toki no erna mando ko o ma hotoki no ko dok duchu o tergi dok ko i police jo moro ta ko mando ti donga ko katu karo ko ningo aro te ko anita among ti donga kato o mi among anita wer chono jo ni this is becoming too much pieno ti wona hature bukedia so I don't want to loki monongo ameti atimere no
gen pa interfering in the investigation
jo peti interfere on dang i officer dang worie dang obino kondoni ko worna officer metie e parliament. Okay, so mono kare kelke mono be jamame nutia timere it work ping okay no. Of course neno ko boko ni Lavington Park ching chabet wano bino be ye kere kwera dit meeting ikopo no ja tingu kere fireworks. Arsenal gigi wo tumi fireworks ikopo no ja tingu kere fireworks i Lavington Park e cha ja tingu kere kope tap kira cha kielo tiero fireworks ikomjo
cha fireworks cha ngwen fireworks cha big fireworks
so Lavington Park fireworks bino be tie ame making sure ni ikopo no word kere fireworks o twang man yo wana jolo wuni beru wunu worwa o twak Chelsea wuni beru worwa o twak Everton ti wunu kede special seat kede twak Bournemouth wuni ti kede ka beru atikene you have a table you ke bela twak Bournemouth e bela twak Everton era twak man you binu wunu o twak Chelsea binu wunu twak Liverpool binu wunu wana chel adire tie ka megalo wa wana o twak ko adire megalo wa
mote pa bere tie pi bala to kire wana bere chel
o binu wunu wana chel okay
yes
binu wunu wana chel. So mono ngwa menote atemere no it work ping okay me Uganda now General Sergio Sauloko ni among misread Museveni as power and wealth consumer ni lonyo binu gumo wa mo petengeyo dang petengeyo ni man mir pay good o gente binu bala wiyo kom now. Away from that, because of time, don't get that camera when I can. A beach. Went in the Central Executive Committee of the National Resistance Movement. Bino Beretia. Among the items to be discussed, Common Speaker and Deputy Speaker.
Impeachment pay.
One pomeo. Eto, Otawne, Common Speaker and Deputy Speaker, Tiye. Peongoka Obino forcing Anita Mong to resign from being the first national vice chair female. Peongoka pa forcing and may resigning, but she's going to attend being the Alobon com me NRM. So iching chabit chohre me NRM caucus tie chabor.
Pien bolo kuidong teaching chabit yen.
So eka otamani the Central Executive Committee won't come NRM you were ka got up Museveni ena me binu lokere members me the NRM caucus make le nyimgi nga me binu be speaker kre deputy speaker nga me gin mier woto twa binu be tie mono the Central Executive Committee of NRM binu be ping mount ya kwa ni omie wore interface kre Central Executive Committee me NRM a painting yini better NRM.
Yini better DP that have been in anyway. Ni dango cover ni bedroom.
Now the Secretary General me NRM Adit Richard Todwong Okobema we can consider you in other areas.
But not here.
Ni oromi yitich kagi mago kene. Robert your minister nyongongo. Dan teko ni ADP they have cooperation agreement. Amegiro to lo but I'm putting what about a UPC Gino to tikere UPC at agreement pe.
Wagalaga man. Walaga.
Monongo ameno kobo Richard Todwong ko ni anything to carry kere UPC at agreement pe. Enda ko ni o ti no gini FDC carry kere PFF kere party so kere me nyen na metigini parliament. Elebe iPod ni obino rate gini iPod. Did you know ni speculation tia donyo? In the corridors of power, Nathan Nandala Mafabi might be Minister of Finance.
No, like the money is you.
Anyway, in the corridors of power, in the corporation FDC, they are willing to let Nandala Mafabi bed Minister Melim.
Agni corporation Pierre Ngo operation money bed corporation Kenya Germany team. Chani na hapata Raila Odinga medong mutie ODM da tia donyi corporation kere UDA Bobby Wine. Yai guidance Bobby Wine nyo Robert Center Muchagulanyi.
Pianena na ye we high office. So enere me bino chimo. Jo mere.
Work a time check.
What time check? We could work down. What is summarizing? Go no kilometer check. At Levington Park, TH in Chabet. Fireworks. Has no funds. Fireworks come job. Now, where are champions? Where are your tail cup better here? Ateta warning your nano. How much your tea celebration enter and video PSG. Utukuti yigi yom jotia ngwecha woro in North London. Jo duty around Emirates Stadium. Ateta doko mahachaler. Tido kange yukita di PSG tukukere. Pero tiange yume
PSG dang tiange yukita ginturuke.
Endo pero tidange yume Crystal Palace piendo tikiro tumuko. So jo nene tete analysis ikoma turo kitame PSG tukukare chelkere. Onenen Karchel kira sister o waka Gabriel Enz kero to celebrate. O kwanya sister net bi beru ke ko bi miro konen video jone ko team analysis. Konen kita me jone tuku Karchel kere. Now, Arsenal Tukugiamo Lone Max Dorman will be the youngest player ever
to win the Premier League.
To win the Premier League. Kere mo ha para bi kere ne o mi chele Pierre Biru we beat Chabe.
No to record a real popat. But the youngest English player to score the Premier League, I'm out to record, and the youngest player to lift trophy.
He's also the youngest player ever to reach the Champions League final. He will also be the youngest player to win the Champions League.
Umara le corner.
I work at my school, John Cuny line.
Comendo Kawa del Kagin, your twin line can't go.
So, Kerimono no one to Yaho. Era me one popoya. I may you need fireworks at the Levington. Kegoya Kogina Makobi Goya. Mono were champions. Mono were you know actually in Levington Park. Could you know in Bino Nuomo? Or you're a man, you been winning you, Jamua. Okay, Kerimono Warako, bye bye.
The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyric cities where the dreams all start. A sky so wide, it's an endless blue. The fields so green, they're calling you. Drums, they echo through the town tonight. Lyric city shining like the northern light. Boda, weave through the street. Life's a rhythm you feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, they always greet. Under the sun where hearts compete. From the riverbanks to the sacred trees, the city hums with endless they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyric cities where the dreams all start. A sky so wide, it's an endless blue. The fields so green, they're calling you. Drums, they echo through the town tonight. Lyric city shining like the northern light. Bodas weave through the street. Life's a rhythm you feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, they always greet. Under the sun where hearts compete. From the riverbanks to the sacred trees, the city hums with endless harmonies. Dreams are sown where the stars convene. The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyric cities where the dreams all start. A sky so wide, it's an endless blue. The fields so green, they're calling you. Drums, they echo through the town tonight. Lyric city shining like the northern light. Bodas weave through the street. Life's a rhythm you feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyric cities where the dreams all start. A sky so
beach. Obero kare program me Yite Twolo. The program me Yite Twolo, obero kare wele, ame le unutam, kedgi apapa tinini, darapu kere wele me papa tertie. So chawa adek na chawa beach. Ando dedicating me mi unongo ngech da ngech ame pola kare kado pe winyo radio kiyo no redom pe bede kare me winyo disha. The chawa ni studio tidom kere wele. Ame in binu lo kedu ele tam kedu tikere team amoya ite dula dit ame kalu nya geni yuda bere yom kita menu ko kadi so dul Nema Nema tie studio National Environment Management Authority ageni kai bunyu nyinge Nema apenda robino kwa ubiara wena ni potolo so we kan pa dura anabera go wele tikere chawa ni medong jolo gioko studio eka wanaricha ku leitam kache nuo tie apenyo mana harek oba chwe loboni ilo bani amemir penyu kere Nema ni no merdong en ageni chawa binie chaki chawa ni na chawa beach obiru la hole pun kitoro program wa uringe pola kare bedo 11 pasho bedo 11 lao bedo 11 luo tinini obedo kere kare me loloho ananok so ye kong dong ame pera loho kwa cha kere ngutu amin ameti studio ajoli studio me radio ki ko fango okay itia be can you take about win radio ando atenge handling jona ken no kere kwan kai mit lokele mono mit lokele le pasho ando ayego le ba yiniero
okay
le mono okay producer Nadia Koni Medwoni.
Good morning, listeners.
Okay.
My name is Monica Hangom. I work with the National Environment Management Authority. I'm a senior environment inspector in charge chemical safety.
Okay.
Glad to be here today.
Right. Like I mentioned, we will be using more than one language. Traditionally, this show is always in the local language, in Leblon, to be very specific. But I think because we are having a special day, we will allow to mix at least 2 or 3 languages. I don't know which one will be the third. The third. But I'm sure of Leblon, I am sure of English. The other one, my brothers will tell me. My brother, you're welcome to the studio of Radio Q and then Oroma TV. Oroma TV is viewed globally, Radio Q within our signal coverage area. So you can introduce yourself, let us know you and what you do.
Yeah, thank you so much to be hosted here, QFM. Good morning, viewers and listeners. I'm called Wilbert Ikila. I work with Nema, manage environment education and advocacy.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. That is Wilbert. Then finally, this one should be the usual suspect because I'm told he's always within this area. You can introduce yourself, your name, and what you do in Nema.
Yes, good morning. My name is Isaac Tom Okurut. I'm the acting regional manager. I sit in Lira. This is where I'm based.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you've just joined us and maybe you only understand the borrowed language, that is English, we are happy from Nema today. I hope it's not going to be the last. It should be and then we do it more and more and more, over and over again. So my name is Paul Odom, and I'm happy to be your host this morning, as always, between 9 to 11 a.m. So we'll be talking about Nema. This is about Nema. And I mentioned in the local language that if there is that one question you've been wishing to ask Nema, then the opportunity is today. And I am going straight away and give the first question, I don't know to who, to just tell us about Nema. You know, these are my friends now.
Wilbert is giving me a signal. You know these football supporters, when they signal, they'll say the player is not doing very well. So I was saying, who is going to answer my first question about Nema? Huh? You just tell us generally Nema, because sometimes when when we hear Nema and I'm cultivating in the wetland, I feel like running and hiding. So today I want you to give me maybe a different picture or exactly what I'm expecting, that if I hear Nema, I should run for my life. So tell us about Nema in general.
Thank you so much. Actually, the perception should not be negative about Nema. Nema, it's an abbreviation that is National Environment Management Authority. By law, we are a principal agency.
Principal.
Yes,
I'm underlining the word principal.
Yes, we are a principal agency that is mandated to coordinate, to monitor, to supervise, and regulate all activities related to environment management in the country. We deliver this mandate through by working with the partners, and these partners are called the lead agencies. Now, when I say lead agencies, here I mean these are organizations that are mandated by law to handle certain segments of the environment. And when I say segments of the environment, some areas, some components of the environment, I can give an example. For example, Uganda Wildlife Authority is a lead agency that works with the Nema.
Okay.
Now, the role is looking at wildlife conservation. Now, we as Nema, we deliver our mandate through working with that's one of the lead agencies. We have other lead agencies. For example, the local governments. The local governments are lead agencies because the law provides that they are supposed to manage environment and natural resources in their areas of jurisdiction in trust of the people of Uganda. That means in trust of the people of Uganda. That's what the law says. Now that means that whatever is happening in the districts or in the urban councils, the town councils, the municipalities, they are doing it, conserve the environment in trust of the people of this country. And that is local governments are lead agencies that work with us to ensure that we conserve the environment. We also have say for example, the Ministry of Water and Environment. It is a lead agency. Ministry of Water and Environment, by the way, manages wetlands in the country. People know when they see Nema, actually when they see a wetland, they call a wetland Nema. That is not right.
Yeah.
When you see wetland management is under the docket of the Ministry of Water and Environment, but also water itself, water resource management is within the docket of the Ministry of Water and Environment. So we work with them formally before NFA was annexed. Before the RAPEX, NFA was managing forests in this country.
True.
So it was a lead agency there. But even now, even when they are still annexed to the Ministry of Water and Environment, NFA is still managing forests. It is like a department, but still managing what? Forests. Now, those are some of the examples of lead agencies. So Nema delivers. It is mandated through working with the lead agencies. So we do a lot of partnerships. We do coordination with those lead agencies, but we monitor, supervise, and regulate. Regulation here looks at now where we are enforcing aspects of the law, where we also look at supporting. We provide compliance assistance to the various entities, the various partners. We provide it at different levels where they need support. So basically, that's just an highlight of what Nema is. But one thing that I want to make clear here is that Nema, people should not have a negative perception of Nema, because Nema does not work in isolation. We work with all other partners and entities for the betterment of the environment in this country. We do not come, say, for example, I know where people are coming from, they have a perception of enforcement, but enforcement is actually one of the last things we can ever think of doing. We first engage. There are processes and procedures that are followed in the law before enforcement is done. Enforcement is the last component, and we normally don't prefer to go enforcement before we engage. So we do engagement, awareness, creation, compliance support. Where such things fail, that is when now
enforcement comes in.
Exactly. So I think that's just a brief highlight of NEMA.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We will not have time to translate everything, but I'll try to give a summary of what you talked about. So, win radio, point to twal inameti win your radio Q, Kirabong when we are when, Kiritoner deck, Kirjo Metaman and Wa, Yoroma TV, online, YouTube, Yolu to twal. One for a medek of Nekano tia penyor no, Amanaha, Twolo Bobani, Nirpen Nema, Nino Maren. Eto alo kede omina amobedo Wilbert Ikilai, enobedo manager me environment education and advocacy. Komponyo jo ikopa me kwa hoka bede morumwa me enbedo enyam kino office duonga meti Kampala. Ene na momi wa kongi malu ni unge mame nema bedo. Eno kodi man bedo dulagamente ame okeru komi lepchiki kokome tigia pertek obedo mena ni mano ugo hoka bede morumwa Ginotia moko lemon mara koni in trust. Kom da kere genan kere yin niki nuwa timu gina ber. Mego ko kabena morumu wa tebedo gina me konyo wa miro ko chake konya te konyo tino na te konyi kwae wa ame abina nyim. Da dogin pe utiu kengi utikere dulo kana me gino utenu kuot kedgi ukubere kere dulo kana mena ne tijini uchobere eka utene ni kabena morumu wa guaha. Umi apora ne kautu ni komele yikere jami metim. Dulme uwa ame wana ngeo ni Uganda Wildlife Authority kani ngole kam dini kani neno uwa nuti ya tito kani liye chia yelugu eto uwa nuti ya yeleket gi waya mogo nuti ya mokero manu beru gina chel ame gino timo nuti kubere kere dulo kana me government da okero mena ni mano yubi enu chobere kakare eno kana me anadok maha dokere wur na government metadero kono pango ka local council chel da tiye ento local government metadero Dangina miruti kakargi mena nimano kabeda morumwa ogwa hobeda ber mepe balo ento miruti kobi kombung man National Forest Authority uninge uni NFA chon gino chung weekend gi ekada kote kwanyi gi kote yunga te dwako gi te ministry gindo beri chani bala department ora metite ministry ento portulo gini kop mebung ginan konyo nema tenu kot kere nema mena nimano ogwa gini kabeda morumwa so ente ko bimalu marni chamar ka wani winyo nying nema ungeni riemer do chahar ko mwech apua ni tu eto en ko ni ticha nema po ber riemer kere jo unyo mako jo mena machiel o leo kong tam e ka te mi nge jema tutut ngwa mir yini tim ngwa mir ana tim ngwa mir nema tim e ka ichenere e ka te puonyo jo do ha puonya te mi puonj kong te romugu kada dokti nge chor mir mi chala kwenya kin dokte mi da kwenya kin ana do tu ni riemer ni no da temo gini tutwal amemando no bedo enforcement imalu ngamo minwa Wilbert Ikilai uko bueno alubar kere teacher Nema so yina meti ho kana gini malu do ngeo ko area metini ni wan lo ye en ko Nema no ena wan lo ye ento apati manda da ho lo ye ginara chela pertek amenu kelo joni lirakan ata mini without even selecting who is going to answer this question. We are hearing things to do with hazardous chemicals that are dangerous to us. You guys are doing a campaign, you are doing awareness, you are moving everywhere. What is it between Nema and chemicals? I don't know who is the right person to explain that. Is that Isaac? Okay, Isaac, tell us about the hazardous chemicals and why the campaign is getting so serious. And I think it's the reason why all the Nema guys are in Lira and the neighboring districts.
Yes, thank you. Actually, currently, as we speak, there is an ongoing workshop which has been going on from yesterday up to today. It's part of the stakeholders who are attending it
Was it by invitation or anybody can get crushed?
It was by invitation.
By invitation.
Yes,
okay.
we want to send a message. You know, Nema, the office is in Lida for Northern Region, but we're in charge of the whole Northern Region, not Lida only. So the stakeholders are from very many districts within the Northern, are from also businesses within Lida and beyond. We have these are the industries. We have from the universities, so all these people are there. And what is taking them there, what has compelled us to invite them is that Nema now realizes the importance of educating the community about chemicals, because as development goes on in Uganda, but specifically in the Northern region, especially given the post-war context, now there is a lot of development taking place. Industries are coming up. People are opening up land to grow their crops, agriculture. And therefore, there are many chemicals involved. You want to spray in your gardens, the tomatoes, you want to spray the weeds. And in the industries, you want to produce more. So you're bringing in more chemicals. These people who do oil milling, they use some chemicals to extract the oil and so on. So Nema is saying, no, we need to regulate you to protect the community, to protect your workers, and to also meet the standards internationally. So part of the campaign is to popularize a regulation that came into play in 2024. It's called the National Environment Management Regulations on Hazardous Chemicals and products containing hazardous chemicals. So basically, this regulation is should I say is regulating? Of course, that is a repetition. Of course, it's keeping in check, keeping in check all those people who are importing, who are handling, who are transporting, and who are disposing of these chemicals here. Because the consequences on human health and the environment are very huge because of the cancers, because it's chemicals ending up in the waters and we are drinking, or ending up in our gardens and we are holding them anyhow. So Nema is recognizing this threat and is saying we need to educate our people to protect them and to really take the country in a strategic direction. Thank you.
All right. Mano karisike de mano. Ako bana neni pe agonyo jami disho. Ana mi ka summary. Ageni yote winyre dang lauda doria kate hate ha. Lemonda no joti ange yerta ma tata morno. Ameti gotu tupe. Minyote pingi dog mualo amola tar. Mir ko winyi malu. Sobolo ame Nema dia ko dodoma ne sobolo ni notia ko bongo. Ami ka summary eka ichenere otedo chakule yuta mero le yuta mdong wano ti mabedu katogo kadi ni penyi lebla no bera kadi penyi lemono no bera pedo no beru kare megonyo jami dusu wa ti kede chawa metieni yora ber so omina amobedo Isaac Tom ukurut indo kai ngeo nyinga ukurut nyinga no bera jona do ngati chani wan podo poko bumano ko biyonge kai cha medong show manotum eren ko ni mano workshop nyo kwanoro nami jongech Yama wor nyim lira kan daw kelo dula papat ame ticha megin tiu no gudu Nema kitoro gina anema temo dang no gudu gi alo berkede dokti ginyo dok biacara ame gin no tia matemo enomio ichani jome temo biacara charwila papat ka puonyere adondo universities dang tie kede wele moga mo luwa gine na metema bedi puonyere ame tia ma wor nyimi ento apirte kerwok leb la me chemical da pe kada ha yo buwira koni awelo chemical gini da chemical so wandu do ngo be ngo amo be chemical so ente ko ni kadon alo butia ma wora nyima pati chemical me mon keru gini eti chemical me ya chala dogi me don alobo kayiniti pour ni ame nudo bero pour me biya chara commercial agriculture nuti je mo ga yinde tiyo kede karo bero jama mi ni kiro kere porni no meneni gina pironi odoni yam eka te nyak kaber no yini tiyo kod chemical eto chemical da duki mer moro bedo tie erne ni gina pirati abobolo no ikomwa romo bedo kod duki moro en mi Nema ka otimbia chara tema otikelo en jamino eno kate otikelo gini jamino gin woti neno mekonyo wa ng'eyo mena ber kede mena menu petia ber kede kadong chuma factories tia bino factory no da gin ngolo jami mogo ngolo gini yiro ngolo gini jami moga me bino eno kene kado mol te tuni pi te bedo jami awudoi ko hote ya kwa ye icha marwano neno ka jami me wano kwanyi line me factory eka otero ko ichup eto ngwa menu en factory nyo chuma no tia ma ngolo no tia racho twal ikomber berwa wana charo luak amenu obao kerwai lobo kan temi ya por ya me bio mo como deka me wan to chela banjela no mi roke ento jema me otimo kere me mi mo no wate oho ko pere pat kemi ko me no tia tike no tia ruta ame kapo ma yora ber kelo baldo hikom dano dong ente ko ni mana adong perte kere wok cha moro ka dong kope chemical binu inuoni jo cha ko kope tuwe ena do lita to attack to ala mera tia kwanyo kwa jo wai tipir ber kop me cancer so kai wini kana chemical tie miri mak yora ber kapio ma haber en tuwe moga medan kwanyo ko wa ko aling yalo cancer gini te binu ko do ngel ko ni uberi chao me wani pi karachel peninu kado mutia binu me lokedi eka te ko ni chik ko bria man mir lob ginu nyo penu tia daga ero tia tam ni ber tie biya cha rawrnyim eto kuodang pe bed gina me no tia mo dio ko pien no wano tia metu ka biya chara so many malo mo ameno kobo ata me wori we chi check ko kwany weo let's go for a short commercial break when we come back then we'll get the last few questions before we open the lines for you to interact with us. Ask Nema any question, even if it is within our discussion area or not. Just fire the questions to Nema because they are here. There are three, and I am alone. They can answer all the questions. Short commercial break, and we'll be back.
Vimba. And yo, wagwan everybody, you know, they come out of Uganda, and the easy the one lyrical Gino, Atikan Wuni. Make sure say you stay locked on Tunku Malo Wanky Wang on Roma TV by Motoronal every single Monday to Friday. Chapari Pakawacha. Shell, easy the one lyrical say so. And Baberu can you can name Ningo the Jal, Patman knock, Kaditi meaning, and a Patman knock, and a Tika Kala Kumchodi Naki Jirani, Anya Due, Anyak Yellow Penyamin Yell, Twolo.
The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyricities where the dreams all start. A sky so wide, it's an endless blue. The fields so green, they're calling you. Drums, they echo through the town tonight. Lyricity shining like the northern light. Bodas weave through the street. Life's a rhythm you feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, they always greet. Under the sun where hearts compete. From the riverbanks to the sacred trees, the city hums with endless harmonies. Dreams are sown.
Inyawo zethu zithinta umhlaba kanzima, siphakamisa uthuli lwethu, umoya Sibutha njengethonge sithanda ngenhliziyo enye umoya sihlela sikhale ndlela enye umoya siyakhumbula siyakhula inyawo zethu zithinta umhlaba kanzima siphakamisa uthuli lwethu sibutha njengethonge sithanda ngenhliziyo enye sihlela sikhale ndlela enye siyakhumbula siyakhula umoya usihlanganisa sonke ndawonye sime izandla ziphakanyisiwe izinyawo
Olha mana ko yore kono. Hey 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 Yite Twolo, mera Yite Twolo, Yite Twolo, oh Yite Twolo. Marile mujo wao poi mate, Uroma TV ujo wao po, Uroma TV ujo wao po, Umarale mera poum. Palo do Mariam, yini yabu yilangi. Palo do Mariam, umere yabu yilangi. Ana mira do kapot mani. Yire Twolo jawa, yire Twolo. Yire Twolo mena, yire Twolo. Yire Twolo, oh, yire Twolo. Yire Twolo, mera yire Twolo. Oh, yire Twolo. Ayo palo do Mariam jawa, po. Umarele matin wow wo ba ji wala din man na mi yo music ire tulo mera jire tulo oh ire tulo palo do Mariam jo wow palo do Mariam jo wow umarele matin now director make you FM director me Roma TV keluken mera do Kelo ken mera dogo pon woba je wala din man na mi yom yos woba je wala din man na go yore kon woba je wala din man na mi yom yos.
Dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyric cities where the dreams all start. A sky so wide, it's an endless blue. The fields so green, they're calling you. Drums, they echo through the town tonight. Lyric City shining like the northern light. Dust, weave through the street. Life's a rhythm you feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, they always greet. Under the sun where hearts compete. From the riverbanks to the sacred trees, the city hums with endless harmonies. Dreams are sown where the stars convene. The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale.
Weo medang no breakfast here, no to carriage chai moro, carriage coffee. Ameya bought Jome Cafe Starling, the Starling Village. Congratulations. If you're seeing us, we have cups on the table. This has been proudly sponsored by Cafe Starling. They're even looking at me. Cafe Starling is next to St. Kizito Nursery and Primary School. Thank you very much, our business partner, Cafe Starling, for choosing to host our guest very well. Even if you have come without breakfast from home, you at least will get something light, energy to talk, to tell us about regulation. I'm told there are people also who don't take sugar. I don't know if that is part of regulation, but that we're going to talk about it later after the show. So welcome back from the short commercial break. I have my next question here, which I have prepared for my sister. You know, when you're asking a sister, you ask in a very friendly way. So we're talking about these regulations, chemical regulations. What should the layperson, that common man, know and take from this regulation, and what role can the common man play in ensuring that the regulations are done and they are successful and they're impactful, they make our future better, other than regulation, then we all feel very sad about it.
Thank you very much, our host today. We are privileged that you have hosted us. We appreciate.
Thank you.
This regulation is very timely, or it's even late, I say.
Okay.
My colleague Isaac gave a hint on aspects of chemicals. This is regulation that is a national regulation, but it aligns with global efforts ongoing in regards to things that are happening in the global context on chemicals. As we very well know that chemicals are there for us. They can make life easy, but they can also complicate life. And like we have already been informed, chemicals are widely used to facilitate man and his interests. We've just talked about the industry. Largely the industry depends on chemicals. Chemicals may be as complex as there may be, but also as simple as there may be, starting with water, which is also chemical. In the air, the atmosphere we live in is all containing different forms of chemicals. Yeah, but depending on, like Wilbert said, depending on how we use, it can harm or help us. And so this regulation is here to help us use these chemicals that we will shortly look at in a way that will not compromise both the human health and the environment. And when we talk of the environment, it is not only the trees that you see, but it's deeper than that, because within the environment, you know, it's a whole complex of a system. We have things like insects that are useful, like the bees. They are very useful, that we should all know, being a agro-based country. Without insects, without bees, pollinators, something is compromised. So you will then realize that when we talk of environment, it is not just simple. Because what goes into the environment or into the air comes back to us. Now, for instance, if you throw a chemical in the water, you will eat it back on your plate or in your stomach through fish. Because when it goes in the water, some plants will take it up and the fish will eat the plants. And before we know it, the fish has gathered, we call it bioaccumulation, gathered all these in small portions. Eventually, it's in large quantities. And by the time you eat fish, you eat today, you eat tomorrow. Guy talked about the eventual effect is you'll see ailed population or sick population, but it comes from these accumulations. So yes, so that is why now I started by saying the issues of chemical is not only a national concern, it's a global concern. The National Environment Authority, the National Environment Management Authority is focal point on behalf of Uganda to a number of multilateral environment agreements, global, that are addressing alarming concerns of chemicals. Because there are those that are now, however useful they are, we are considered as we can't use them anymore. So those are under banned category. However much they are useful, certain areas of their application have been banned globally. So Uganda is not any different, as Uganda has joined the rest of the world to promote this agenda. And so our new law, the National Environment Act, has domesticated the provisions of the global convention on persistent organic pollutants. Those are groups of chemicals that when they get into the environment, they don't leave. And when they are there, they are persistent and they are very destructive, both to organisms in the environment, but also to us as human beings. And so Then there are also groups that are known scientifically to have the power or the energy to destroy our atmosphere. We have all heard of global warming, climate change. These are done by nothing else but the driving powers of chemicals. Though man plays a role in influencing it. Yes, man's role to influence the concentration. Man increases their availability, their concentration in the atmosphere. So those categories are under the group that we would call, they're called ozone depleting substances. And so they are being regulated globally under the Montreal Protocol to protect the ozone layer, but also to control global warming. So these are also domesticated in the national law, our National Environment Act. And then another critical group of chemicals are under what we would call, I think we have heard of mercury. I don't know if you have heard. There's something called mercury. Now, mercury has divergent use. Some of it is used in production. When you see our beautiful ladies running away from the beautiful dark color, wanting to acquire the paint, he's calling it paint, suddenly. So mercury plays such a role. Mercury, hydroquinone, those are specific chemicals that are able to bring about lightening effects. And so industry takes that up because the population will demand. Takes it up and introduces it into the cosmetics. We love the red lips, the beautiful lips, but there is nothing that can stand out without a chemical. So we know that when you see lipsticks, those are cosmetics. Definitely they have chemicals. So we have some of those categories, like lead, the law pulls them out and specifically speaks about them. Like these are areas of red lights. So when you have lead in your lipstick, you're heading to danger, because most of them, like we said, the end result, they're carcinogenic. Some of them go for internal organ. They target internal organs. You won't see it today, but they will be eating your lungs slowly. They will trigger changes in the cell formation, cell property. Tomorrow, someone gives birth, like now, mercury exposure can lead to deformation, developmental alteration.
Of the baby?
Yes, you can give birth
of
to
my baby?
Of your baby.
Okay.
So you are exposed, but we see the outcome, maybe even in your grandchild.
Oh my
or in your child.
Mhm.
Yes, so that's how bad it is. So some of those that have raised very great effects, the world has come out and said no. Like now, I've just spoken about the mercury. Globally, it was a big problem in the Minamata Bay in Japan. So the industry was producing normal, I would call it a catalyst for a process in the industry, but in the process, they were releasing a byproduct, which when it gets to the environment, changes form. And then it is taken up by fish, and fish concentrates it. And first of all, fish got poisoned, and there was massive fish kills, but it didn't stop there. People died massively. And such an area, I believe, up to today, that was in the 50s, but up to today, I believe the bay is not yet clean. So that's how persistent it can be, and we may not have the capacity to do such a cleanup.
Okay.
For instance, if petrol pours in Lake Victoria, it is something that petrol is one example of chemical, but the effect will be so big because we cannot easily do such cleanup. Okay, now that brings us now to what the regulation is addressing. So the regulation makes provision for prohibition of globally banned chemicals. Globally banned.
Okay.
Yes, it could be particular uses. Like now we talk of mercury is used in dental amalgam, filling your tooth when you go to the clinic. That use is also banned. Mercury in medical devices like thermometers is also banned because when such ends into waste, it is risky. Mercury in gold mining, I don't know if there's gold mining in this northern region, is also banned.
It is in a beam district.
So that's something we need to be conscious of, because once you use that mercury and release in the environment, is that okay, you come out with your gold, but the after effects, you will not, it is beyond you with your little money, which cannot even treat you later.
Okay.
Yes. So the regulation bans bans all globally banned chemicals. The regulation restricts chemicals of critical global concern. And so the restriction comes in a way that, like now we've talked about the ozone depleting substances. Some of them are in our air conditioners, they are in our refrigerators. So those are now, there are those that were phased out, banned. There are those that are restricted. They're saying, okay, even if we must use, because there are no easily available alternatives.
Yeah.
So for now, we can be using them, but with restriction.
Okay.
So there, the regulation is restricting, first of all, their importation. Majority of these industries, by the way, there are numerous chemicals, but majority, as a country, we do not manufacture. So we are heavily an importing country. So the regulation restricts the imports, restricts the transportation, restricts the storage, restricts the use, and the management when it is now at end of life. That is disposal. So how is the regulation making provision for the restriction of those that must, and those are the ones we are calling hazardous chemicals. So those, we have clear provisions that first of all require that I think I forgot one key thing. While we have a wide range of chemicals, this regulation particularly looks at industrial and consumer chemicals. My colleague Wilbert mentioned working with lead agencies. Some chemicals are in the agriculture sector. Those are regulated by agriculture in liaison with Nema, because some of them cross-cut.
Okay.
Yes, like mercury is being used in mining. Mining is under Ministry of Energy. So while our law makes prohibition of mercury, the banning is done in the Mining Act.
Okay.
So we work together. We draw synergies and we work together. Yes. Then the chemicals that are used in the medical sector, like those with the medicine and everything, those are regulated under Ministry of Health.
Health, yeah.
So we liaise with them, areas where we need them, because our concern is it should not get into the environment. So that's where our marking point is. It should guarantee safety, sustainability for the environment.
Okay.
Yes, and even production.
I think you have a huge area to present, but I'll give you time to summarize. After a short break, I need to do just a time check. Let's see, are we on time or not? We check and then you come back.
It's 10 a.m. Chawa Ngwen Modiko. The time check on 94.3 QFM is brought to you by
KCB Bank Assurance. KCB Bank Uganda, Pijo, Piberere.
Nuong Merinda, ite nuong oyom chuny, nuong Merinda fruity, pineapple, green apple, onyo.
Marile mujo wa boy mate. Romantic.
Chawani da dong tutual nen chala dong era da habeda pe yore so imalu aminwa Monica ko bujama Paul tutuala me chawa pero mi wa gonyo duchu yore era anua penye ni chiki ne atedero mirnia ye ni ngo kede ngo amat tedero motimi ye mena ni mano utiu karche kede nema menungo aduga ber eno chake malu te ko ni mano we put a loro tikeri dong chemicals unyo yen nogo pedong yen dusu yen awanto lung ni chemicals nene ameo kwero koni mirpo tikeri twala kedi timoga mo tia ki diro mene na kwa dugi mere kom luak eto apir te kero gendo chani utu poko ngej mene ni mano ena wilo bo kwero wana uduo pacho kande koni wana o kwero wilo pero mo kwero wano te tanya tikere kulti ngai adogi mere no binu bera arach dogi na gino tu kobo ipuonyar metema wornyim kere puonyero kena me binu borukin pacho kere no kenara be ready vala boto kan tuti ni mano kagina do wilo bokwero ni rach pe kwa dano rach pe kabere morumu wa nodong tia rach yinna te dera meti pacho kanu da miri jol kodi puonya metema binu borri itana ni pe do katiyo kede eno kodi chuma en wano neno ni kado an lobutie ni industrial park factory do yawer ko kanene joteti yugini do yiping wakan eto chuma chela tikere chemical element yukede aparte neno ka ngwame chuma notia ma yubo kode nen ko ngwama yaye kere chemical agitia tikerni utia mako eka otegwoko eka otebolo ko yora ngo ame pekelo awano eno ko ni giname wanowa chemical robere na medang ngo wanowa kari bedi wanoti nenda romo konyowa eto yot komwa ename no bergina pirtek ya gikimere pien kada ok en chemical da do wanoti ukere eka dugmete bedo araji kom jama ikom ngini gi kedi jama malala hakedi jama metuare bala kijini ame konywa inani mano chamwa me wano puru utura ber nyaka ber kijno pirtek twal erga chemical awor ke ballo ber beda kishiko kede ngini giga me kelo jama pergi tegi kwa no dok ber piano ba chu ngini kede kijini meti yuti chara no pirtek pi wandano akari bedi wandana no do numero logi dong itache kame otiamo chopping ame wano ukwanyo ichik me wilobo out kelo en me rwate kede lo me Uganda National Environment Act nuti jamli chamo cho yore do binu temitek disu me ponyu we niangun ye because ti chemicals ame do ka tiu kede rido ba kodo jema pe yai kana menweno porro e kateberie ame pier actual me yiningeyo piantiana na balo na ha rapa nyo giname chon wano ngeo ni buara ame konyo wa mena ni chieng do ko bini liera duong tutwal mena anahre wilogo bedo ponyo wani peo ti kedi jame moga me balo ka bede morumwa ame ka lier mordo duny malu te bala rapa choko dihi wanda hote kok ni lier me kar do petia malare kana ko men gina mege wakede mon wano beru kedi kom cha dusini tigina me gin wero kede doggi lipsticks ame kada da beru wero kede jame ti ko ka donyi ye di macha te kelo pe ha duong ai nen dogetia more chani te beru gom te beru buonyi ye eta dugi mere ko mi dihi no beru pojon imakada ngiongo beru gri pojon no beru pojon na ma bini ko mi to ka no anyano tia wer doge twal ko bi ko mag borek kere cha moro binu beru gina ma kelo bal botwa kere jam kanda no do mutiu kere ko me daktal chalo mercury yuni ngeu nang joka no wor ko nyu jey me chukul ni otu mo yo mercury kun jokero lightning arresta kunu ede cha da no ni mercury tikere pe ho jema no tiu kede mercury da hata la ngutia ko ni ko do he ma kunu borek manno pe mi do ko bed kere kare me tikere te no ngi mara Germany wan po yubi Uganda kan dunger wano kelo ilo hanam wano kelo ay ka te tikere eto kirre me bollo kado tuni cha me bollo yini bollo ni ken iramu cha pere bollo moro yipi kana me tunga reji no do wori bollo tunga reji en reje moko ko te dog beri rinwa rej yina do te be bango reji weno ko ichene dog te bero pe ho dog borri so yinu ti ne chawa ni te ungina ber wal wori bolli pi no de kelo dong no kelo bala duong to twal dong aper de karwok chuma tiu kede chemical the one to lo yani eka wano teder da tiu kede doi balancing ningo mena ni manu pe timo gina me kelo peho pa dura pola talk show ni po bedo mega bedo me wele we koda ha mi kare bot mina Monica endo good mora anonok piandong upenyo penyi garia dekora ta ya balaino ko kayiniti ne wa yorama TV gina perektini ini choa penyo ko chon choa penyo ko te the comment section wan binu bedo kare kare me kwano kai cho ile blau cho ile blau kai cho ile mono cho ile mono kai cho ile le teso kai mir cho ile ba jono yin cho ile ba jono wan kwano ko mikan jo kwano tikan e ka yinete winyo yore e ka pijo mami to go sima go nyu yin ti tuke ti dokolo ti apach ti kole wan binu ya bolain me chi mo te be me gwano ya bureno ite goy unu sim te penya metie nena ko ka penyor no tie ma yini tamni miro nema gam wanen do kelo nema chake Kampala te gwar je lira kandi jote mi nyam kino studio kan do ginti atera me gama penyu we winyi bot Monica chichek eka do te binu gama penya rio mor kenta ya bolain ko man radio q kedo Roma TV Monica Ojoli.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Just to
but now today I'm not moderating, I'm translating.
Thank you. As right. We summarize this, key to note is that this regulation is here to guide the management of chemicals. Okay. Like I had already highlighted, to guide on those that are not supposed to be used, guide on those that are to be used but with much caution. Okay. So it requires that all those who in a way manufacture, import, use, store, and of course later dispose should be under control. And this control is in a way that we are going to be registering, or we are already registering all chemicals in those categories. We are registering manufacturing, we are registering all chemicals in the country. And we are licensing the different uses, the different components. We are registering licensing manufacture of hazardous chemical. That is for those that are not banned. The restricted category.
Yes.
The banned are banned, so we don't license anything about it. They're banned, so they're prohibited. So we license the manufacture, we license the import, we license the transportation, we license the storage, we license the ultimate management of the waste that arises from that. Now, in the process of licensing, it will help us to guide, to instruct, like, oh, if you're going to store, this is how you should do it. Okay. When it becomes waste, this is how you should do it to guarantee safety. So that is critical, and that is what will generally be the work of the regulation in the process of implementing. And the reason we are here, we are creating this information that you need to know. If you are an industry and you deal in these chemicals, the list is there, they're restricted. Okay. So when you apply to us, we'll also tell you whether it is allowed or not. So that is very crucial. And we will also continue to create awareness to guide the common man. Okay. Yes.
So when you talk about registration and licensing,
yes,
is it a new thing, or it has been in Nema's program? Is this something that we're just rolling out, or it has been in existence? Personally, it's sounding new to me.
It is something that should have happened long time. Okay. But we have not yet done it. So with the new regulation, it's going to be a new thing. Okay. Yes, so just like, in agriculture sector, they already have the register for all agrochemicals. So that helps to know, who is bringing what, who is using what. It helps to mark control. If it causes havoc, then we know where to trace from. So that's the kind of register we are developing.
So these handlers, should they come to you or you look for them, especially like the agro input dealers?
Now, the agro input dealers will directly work with MAIF.
Oh, MAIF, okay.
Yes. Okay. We only liaise with them on specific areas. Yes, especially when it comes to use, because for us, we are concerned their use is on environment. So we only come to guide through the process of Asia, environment impact assessment, to ensure that if you have been licensed by MAIF or Ministry of Agriculture to use this chemical, so are you safeguarding the environment? Yes, so that is where we come in.
Okay, and then those ones that are active in mining, they also go to the lead agency or ministry, is that correct?
If it is anything to do with mercury, they will not be licensed to do that. Because now when it comes to mercury, first of all, it's coming in, it should be Nema to license mercury coming in. But for mining, we have said it's prohibited, it's banned. So we can't, if someone requests to bring in mercury, we don't allow.
Okay.
We don't. Like I gave the example of the chemicals that are used in air conditioners and the refrigerators. We have categories that are still permitted but restricted. So those, we are licensing those importers that are bringing in and those people that are also using. So we license them on a yearly basis and we give them stringent conditions, stringent quantities to bring in, not just, and we monitor compliance to our condition. They have to report to us. We have to we audit them. Yeah, so that is what happens on the ground.
Okay. These things are very important, but time is not on our side.
This one,
very
particularly,
important.
we will be focusing directly on industry.
Industry,
and also other consumer use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We know you imalu ngame Monica Kobukano udong podkira penya ria per gitega me mir beye chap tutual eto apir tekerwo chemical me yini tiu kere ichoma ni morno I factory ni morno ngame Monica gitia kobutiko ichawa ni dong tiame timiero ichoko eka de nungo lanche chere waraga me mi twero me chato warang lanche jojo kari chonje na lanche jegali nutie tegede yini wini lanche mirnung lanche me yini imako chemical or me yini tiu kerno dang joko ni ka yini timo ko chon nodok ber kaka jodok moya moa do yini wot eka ite wot choyo ko bodgi eka dang remi lanche joko et kare obedo roto ena yini ti kelo no iti gwako ningo iti ti kero ningo kere kado tiu kere ate bollo koningo amenu pekelo bal ikom jowa amenu ijamor no tikeri area me yinu boli yeno kermena bario en jamo kermetika bera morumwa nenu ko chalo jama mela laha ngini gi kijgi rajgi amenu ti kulu yore so manu keri manu atami ye kodo doho ko atir bor mina ikila I think our second last question before we go and open the phone lines and also read comments that have been sent on YouTube. The management of these chemicals, what are the challenges that Nema is getting and maybe the immediate solutions? Are there challenges that you really want the community to come join hands and make sure that at the end of the day, we deliver on the results? I don't know if Wilbert will handle or Isaac. Use my microphone. No, for you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this. I'll talk about it. And I want to give examples of directly what happens in our communities. I know my colleague Isaac later on, given that he's a regional manager here, highlight exactly the experience of what happens in the communities. Let me begin with the farmers. When you look at our farmers go and buy these agrochemicals from the shops.
Yeah.
Now, when they buy, the advisors are the sellers. The advisors are the sellers, and in most cases, you realize that most of these sellers give up advice, and even when you track to see that how much of the technical expertise do they have, you may find there's a gap. And our farmers, if you want to see what happens, they buy, go and apply, and then they begin using them. Now, if you reach our farmers, you'll find they are openly using these chemicals, no protection, openly like that, and then they spray throughout. Now, first of all, you realize there's an issue of lack of awareness, and then including lack of the awareness on the dangers to human health, but also lack of understanding on the effects of this to the environment. For example, you can see how our communities are spraying the grass, but they spray the grass. They want to avoid the weeding, but as they spray the grass, they are causing more effects. For example, you see the pollinators. For us to get maize, to get beans, to get what, we need the pollinators.
Yeah.
Now, when you spray the grass and spray anyhow, you're killing the pollinators. Some of these chemicals equally even affect the land. So you really see that there is a challenge there. Then also, when you look at disposal, say for example, after buying and using the containers, you get to the ground, the same containers that were used for this, when they were buying, they are the same containers they will turn to use at their homes. They forget to know that this was a chemical. And as my colleague Monica had said, some of them have persistent kind of, they are persistent, and even when you wash and by open eyes you see that is a clean thing, and you begin using it, you have not solved the problem. So that kind of practice is happening. And there are so many other practices. Where do they dispose it? Apart from using, others just throw it in an open land. And already she had said management from the time it is brought in, how it is used, how it is disposed, where do you dispose them? So this is the guidance that I think our farmers need to know. And I wanted basically to highlight this because it is one thing that I see happening. And it's a silent killer. So this is a gap. So there's a gap in terms of awareness. There's a gap in terms of even the service providers. There's a gap in terms of management and disposal. You can add on that.
Okay, maybe just to substantiate on what my colleague has said. Indeed, based on the experience within LIDA and beyond in the northern region, there is a big issue on awareness. You know, I like explaining issues of northern Uganda based on our history. It is a unique context from different parts of the country.
True.
So even mere education alone, formal education, is still a challenge, but the region is picking up. So to start talking about chemicals to someone who has even not gone to school, it's a really big challenge. So we have to fashion the message in a way that is non-academic, but in a way that addresses even the local person. You know, me, I'm an academic, so they say you have to explain your complex work in a way that you're explaining to your grandmother, even in a local language, if possible. There you're communicating the science. So the big challenge is the lack of awareness and sensitization. The other issue that we've encountered is, you see, the attitude, the mindset. People still think that, for us, this is how leader has been. This is how we've been operating, business as usual. I was last in leader in 2019, and leader of 2019 and now, we should agree that there is a very big difference. So if you've been operating in a certain way in 2010, you've been operating in leader, you have to acknowledge that Uganda is changing, and we shouldn't leave people behind. And it's the onus is on us, on our politicians, local politicians, as the technical people who help to backstop, like Nema is backstopping the environment officers within leader, but also in the broader region. So it's of importance that we make it known to these people that actually there is a way the world is, there's a direction the world is taking and Uganda is taking, and it's for our good.
Okay.
So we keep preaching the message of hazardous chemicals, their impacts, and the cost of inaction.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very quickly, I think we'll run to the last question for now, so that we open the phone lines and we also hear from you. We might be talking to ourselves inside here. We really want to hear from you. Any addition, subtraction, multiplication might not be there. Okay, addition and subtraction, anything you want to know, yes, you will be able to ask us through the phone line 0776 943 943. But the last one, environment management is being decentralized. So what would be the role of the local governments in ensuring that we achieve the results that we are looking for? I don't know if Monica will answer that, my man Wilbert or Isaac. The role of the local government.
Okay, since I'm in the region.
So since you are local, now yes, you are local.
Yes,
let's start with you.
Can now add on.
Yes.
After.
Yeah.
So just to give you some context, indeed, environmental management is being decentralized. Just like how central government eventually was decentralized, we have the regions. And
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So the same route is what environmental management is taking. When you look at the broader ministry, Ministry of Water and Environment is the mother ministry of Nema. That ministry is, if you go to Mbarara, you'll find Ministry of Water. If you go to Lira, you find it. If you go to Mbale, you find the regional office. So Nema also follows the same. Nema has regional offices in Mbarara, Mbale, Hoima, and then Lira. So the purpose is to bring service delivery closer to the people. And how the local governments can be involved. Now, as I said earlier, Nema is backstopping the local governments. And as my colleague, the manager, Ekela here said, the environment is kept in trust by the environment person, the local government in trust of the people.
Yes.
So they are the first line of defense. Anything happening in Lira or in any district in northern Uganda, environment officers. Then now Nema comes, okay, how can I help you? How can I support the environment officers in case you're not able to? Do you need support with police? Do you need support with sensitization? Do you need support with enforcement and so on? So the role is the role they can play. One is to sensitize the communities, as we've already spoken about. They can have radio talk shows. They can have community trainings. That is very important. Secondly, there's Monica talked of the EIA process, Environment Impact Assessment. We've been always engaging local governments in the review of documents. So when you come up and you have a factory you want to set up and say you're producing agrochemicals, or you're producing agricultural output, but in some way you're using chemicals, we receive the developer, the project owner sends the report to Nema. Nema sends the report to the district. Okay. Now, the reason we send the report to the district environment officer is so that they can give us a comment on the project. Tell us, is it viable, is it not, given the environment? And then they give us feedback. And where need be, we go and have joint inspections with them. So that is how they can also be involved. And lastly, there are many ways, but I'm just summarizing. Lastly, they can also be engaged in routine inspections and monitoring. You see, some of these developers are tricky. They say, I'm operating in a certain village, so I want to hide from there. They won't find me. It's important that routinely they do these inspections. They have intelligence on ground to let them know that is this person doing this. Maybe they are producing this and pouring straight into the stream. We are seeing what is happening in Lila here. The industrial area, it is bordering a wetland, a stream. And your question would be, where is all this waste going? Remember, the factories are using chemicals.
Yes.
So that is the kind of engagement we need the local governments to actively involve themselves in.
Okay.
Maybe just to add on that, we highlighted the issue of awareness, and the district local governments are supposed to provide extension services. And these extension services, say for example, within the district, imagine within the district we have the district environment officers, we have the district agriculture officers, we have the extension workers that are supposed to go up to the sub-county level, we have the lands officers, we have the forest officers, we have the district natural resource officers. All these officers are structures that are put in place by the government to ensure that services are given to the people. Now, the extension workers are supposed to get to the ground to support the farmers in understanding these issues of management of the chemicals, including identification, guidance, providing technical guidance, and then ensuring that where they have the challenges, they coordinate with the relevant lead agencies.
Okay.
And that is very, very key. And then even where enforcement is supposed to be done, they coordinate with the other lead agencies to ensure that this is done. Because now, when you get to our shops here, there are a number of quacks who are providing guidance to the farmers, and they are misleading the farmers. There are some of the chemicals that are banned, but because there's nobody getting to them, and yet the district local government would be the access, the easy access to identify the quacks and the support to weed them out in a professional way. So these are some of the services we expect them to do, and also support in playing their role as technical people employed by the government of Uganda to ensure that environment is conserved for the betterment of human health and general all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monica, do you want to add anything, or we can open a phone line?
Maybe just one.
In a minute, yes.
Yes. Local government has a big role to play. Just to sum it, like they are the on-the-ground enforcers of all environmental laws. Yes. So when they're supposed to bring it home, like the way we've pulled it from international context to national context, they are supposed to also bring it down to the local context. If there is a need for specific bylaws, they should make it develop it. And if there is a need to designate infrastructures to support this implementation and processes, they should do it. So it's they have a crucial role
Okay.
to play.
Okay. Apeny me agiki ame anu ami obod welo na ikote weo kwa chiche kame pero yab line apeny ni government wa metedero romo konyo ni ning mena ni mano chika me kwa ho chemicals oga rachu ame balo kwa dano kadang te balo kabere marumu wa gin miro tim ngo mena ni unuo aduga ber eka pero hote bero riemera chawa dichu samar magina miyo koni utij med district tikir ticha duong total amegin miro team mena ni mano chiki na meno amedo ukatuko Uganda okwanyo irome wipodo ekelo rechoyo ko irome Uganda to yina me bera tela me district nyo area ma yini yeno yino miri kwanye kete kelo ko ya duoli kano area ma yini lo district yini lo no tende ni keriti da beru kede jo me worro atalichi jo me worri kinping me rabo pingechi ekadang to wot roto kare jo mena metia manywaro tikede en chemicals ne want to ulo yene pien mena machel tijo metia machato chemicals ni bala biachara no ngechere peye no kompe ngecha twala ere na do tia tocha ko ginor ke gen katia ko birella ken enan ko ni man pien no mire e chod chene moro le moro mir binati ti chao mere ame man no ra twal e no ballo kwa jowa e karmenyin pien district tikere uticha me gamente kom choda mio gi chara due memi ni mena ni mano ngej roma tedero jo me department of agriculture tie district agricultural officer notie environment officer dang ti kano lands officer dang ti district kano natural resources officer dang ti e district kano tiji uber metun bota tedero eka otami yungej eka kare ka jodo ger chuma ko daro ko ne ger chuma nani kita tikereni yora ber eka cha yini ya iworo tekido eno neno tokido ilohe ti doha ende chako timulung tu pemengo ameno ko bini ni gotem ame cha marubina mir bala bega ko do he duogite biroto itene no ngame won chuma tia matimo katia marote kedi kita me mir go kedi kana marumwa cha wadong pe tunisha me le yutam ko kedu wot ko wechi che kado duogo aite go iwachim namba nota biro bichel abongwena dek radio Q kedo Roma TV.
Feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, they always greet. Under the sun where hearts compete. From the riverbanks to the sacred trees, the city hums with endless harmonies. Dreams are sown where the stars convene. The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyricities where the dreams all start. A sky so wide, it's an endless blue. The fields so green, they're calling you. Drums, they echo through the town tonight. Lyricity shining like the northern light. Bodas weave through the street. Life's a rhythm you feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, they always greet. Under the sun where hearts compete. From the riverbanks to the sacred trees, the city hums with endless harmonies. Dreams are sown where the stars convene. The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale. Market stalls and a beating heart, lyricities where the dreams all start. A sky so wide, it's an endless blue. The fields so green, they're calling you. Drums, they echo through the town tonight. Lyricity shining like the northern light. Bodas weave through the street. Life's a rhythm you feel in your feet. Neighbors smile, they always greet. Under the sun where hearts compete. From the riverbanks to the sacred trees, The dusty roads, they tell a tale where stories rise like the morning gale.
Oh, yeah, yeah, umoya usihlanganisa sonke ndawonye sime izandla ziphakanyisiwe.
TP, okay, you have TP, okay? Very well. Hello? You had a Holingo? Okay, what about that? Okay. Hello? Hello? Okay. But some from Adwil said there are people selling chemicals on market days openly. But you buy the chemicals without instructions. There are no. Hello?
Hello, QFM.
Ijoli ba? Manga niko ichini kwani?
Ini Peter here.
Peter ma year, okay? Waro nyin?
Yeah, ma ya na wa ko kom ya na ma kiru kere lum. Ere na ma dai porne. Kere sekarashi kom dana.
Okay. Apoye. Can you guys expound on the chemicals being used for weeding? Yeah, instead of just doing actual. Somebody mentioned it here, but they're saying you give more information. Do they have side effects, and what are the side effects? How can they use it better? Okay, that is Peter from Nigeria. But the other guys who are selling chemicals in open markets without any instructions, not even any guidance on SOPs, how will Nema help them to just make sure that they don't fall victim of the side effects that will that eventually will come with incorrect usage of such chemicals? I don't know who will answer first as we prepare to conclude.
Okay, maybe I can say something on that. You see, these local markets are also regulated locally, be it the town council, the city, or something. So the fact that those chemicals can be there and they are not regulated also is a warning sign. It means the individual, you yourself, you have to be very mindful of what you're buying. You buy it knowing it might have a risk. So my advice would be you buy it with caution, but also the best place to buy, I think, would be an agrochemicals shop. We are not going to a market and they are selling to you something in a container with no instructions.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I can say.
Yeah, I think Isaac, you said it well, because much as agrochemicals are regulated by the Ministry of Agriculture, I also know that they have such regulatory structures in place. And so all dealers must be authorized. So we urge the public to be vigilant and not to compromise maybe in terms of things that are openly sold and maybe they're cheap. So look for authorized dealers or traders, but also those dealers must have the instruction. They should give, don't take something that doesn't have instructions guiding you on use and on safety precaution.
Okay.
Because that's very critical for chemicals. In fact, where it becomes a problem is misuse. If used well, it does that, it serves the purpose, and the risk of exposure is reduced or minimized. So be conscious, do not use agrochemicals or even any chemical, industrial chemical. Do not use without protective, the right protective. And even our law gives guidance on the information that should come with a chemical. The chemical should have clear instructions on how you should use,
Mm.
how you should store, how you should manage the after, maybe any remainder or what you're not interested, and also how you should manage anything that you've used.
Okay.
So that is where it is very important. So let's not put our lives in danger and at risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a hot debate going on here, but I need to read from where it started. We are no longer depending on livestock. Nema is watching people who are cultivating wetlands. We need action. Thanks, I'm streaming live from Kampala, but my home district is Kwania. Then other people were answering immediately. Good enough, you are watching from Kampala. Now the rice you are eating, where do you think is being cultivated from? And so many others. For them, they're answering themselves here. But maybe if you can comment on that. Then somebody said here that where can we get the full list of all the banned chemicals in Uganda if I really want to know them one by one? And if there are those ones that you've already identified that are being sold illegally, you can openly share with them so that they can start from there. I think those are the questions that we are going to handle for now. We have only about 8 minutes, but we can use 7 and then we leave this.
Maybe let me respond on the issue of wetlands.
Wetlands, yes.
I happen to have worked within here. That was some 2 years ago.
Okay.
But it is not true that Nema is watching wetlands being either cultivated or misused. The Nema has done quite a lot in terms of sensitizing the people on wetlands. We have also issued a number of kind of guidance on use of wetlands. And it is also a reason why we emphasize now for any other technical guidance to be sought from our regional offices, as already my colleague had mentioned. Now, efforts have been there in terms of managing wetlands, and that is why you see actions that have been taken. For you people, you have seen it happen in different parts of this country. Nema taking action. Beginning from Kampala, where that person is talking, the Lubiji, the Ntebe, all along, they have been seeing Nema taking action. And it is still going on. We have not given up. We are still working with the local governments to ensure that wetlands are secured. And it is an ongoing process. So it is not true that Nema is watching. We are sensitizing. We are also taking action in terms of enforcement where sensitization has not, where people have not complied.
Okay.
So it is still ongoing.
The local man should say something.
In a second.
Yeah.
From the experience here, actually when I had the question, you know, why they say Nema is watching, I'm suspecting, is because you see the approach, as we say, the last bit is enforcement. Unfortunately, enforcement is what people want to see. That is when they will say Nema is doing what? But when you go and gather the community and first talk, they will assume that you're just looking.
Okay.
So it's, as he has said, I'm not going to add very much. Nema has done a lot. We've done so much to protect, you know what is happening within the city and the neighboring districts. Nema has done a lot to actually protect these wetlands. But the approach is multifaceted, the carrot and the stick.
Okay. Yeah. So, Monica, I don't know whether you want to add something and where we can get the list of those
that's what
banned
I'm
chemicals.
going to speak to.
Okay, yes.
Thank you very much, our listeners. Those are very good feedback. The list of prohibited or restricted substances or chemicals for industrial chemicals, industrial and consumer, they're in the National Environment Act.
Okay.
National Environment Act can be accessed online. You can go to Nema website and you get yourself a soft copy. and look up in the schedules, you'll see the list of prohibited and then also the list of restricted.
Okay.
But it's also a good call to us. I see the need for extracting it and maybe making it maybe public. Yes, maybe on our website. That is something we can do.
Okay.
When it comes to agrochemicals, we are aware recently there was a recall of 18 previously authorized chemicals. Now, Ministry of Agriculture hosts a whole register of authorized chemicals, and I believe they also have a list of banned agrochemicals. So I would request that local authorities liaise with your agricultural in charge of the local area and be able to access such updated list. Yes, because this is something on the ground. It needs to be on the ground. This information needs to be disseminated.
Disseminated.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, I'm now going to give a minute each. My apologies, I'm not able to summarize or translate whatever my guests talked about within these few seconds. I think we have only 4 minutes left, but there are 3, so they can use it well. Your last message to, do you call them clients? The people you work with? Some are Christians, some are parents. Nema, you call them what?
Stakeholders.
Stakeholders, okay. Your last message to your stakeholders who have been listening. Of course, you're the only lady, you will speak last. Let me start from the host. Then Wilbert will say the last word. And then Monica will send us out of here.
Okay, thank you. Very quickly, just what you should know is you've heard of what Nema does. Nema, these days you don't need to go to Kampala to report an issue.
Okay.
If you're in Lira, you come to the Lira office, which is located on Marozi Road, in the Ministry of Water.
Ministry of Water, right.
Next to National Water there. So if you have any issues, if you want to make any reports, you're seeing any degradation happening, complaints of noise, if you need any support in terms of compliance, you can always reach out to the office.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So,
my message is that environment management is a responsibility of all of us. Do not look at what is happening in the environment and you ignore and say, Nema, then maybe the municipal council or what.
Yeah.
It is all of us. Take responsibility. Even when you're managing any waste, do not, like I see borders washing and disposing, like garages disposing the fuel into the water bodies. It comes back to us. So take responsibility. Do not dispose that waste anyhow.
Okay.
Manage it well. Ensure the environment is clean and healthy for all of us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Finally, to the only lady in the studio. So you can say the last word, then we'll walk out of here.
Thank you very much. Mine is a call to all of you, listeners, our stakeholders, our fellow regulators, like we call them the lead agencies. Let's have concerted effort to ensure that there is responsible management and use of chemicals. Not only the industrial chemicals, but also the agricultural chemicals and also products that contain chemicals.
Okay.
Let's put our heads together and ensure that Uganda is a safe place for today, tomorrow, and the future.
Okay. Jacob, I want you in the studio, and then Mr. Producer, there's a song called Imali. I'm aware there's a celebration in Adjumani. Isaac, use only 30 seconds to tell us what is happening next month. I'm told, is it a celebration or what? And are we going to dance or not? Because we'll start dancing from the studio here. There's a song called Imali. I want to dance before we leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Just the last time we were here, we talked about we were publicizing it. But I don't know if I'm best placed because the main
yes. Yeah, Wilbert. Yeah. Take it on. Tell us about it, so that we are able to dance. Actually, you tell us when we are standing. You know me, I'm an environment activist also.
The current update is that
no, feel free to stand. I'll make sure that you're comfortable. I'll make sure you're comfortable. The thing is even taller than you.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about it.
Yes.
As Nema, we are mandated to coordinate the organization of World Environment Day.
Yes.
It is a day that is commemorated every 5th of June every year. And this year we are supposed to commemorate it in Adjumani district.
Yes.
And the preparation with the partners has been ongoing.
Okay.
Right now, because of the guidance that we've gotten from the Ministry of Health, we are first postponing it to the date to be communicated.
Is that the Ebola challenge? Oh my goodness, this Ebola thing. We are ready to go with our salt and camulari.
Yeah, we will still come because as the Ministry of Health is handling issues.
The outbreak, yes.
They will advise again when we shall have it. So it is still there. We have not said it is not there. It is going to be there. Only that we have postponed it, and we are going to communicate the date when we shall have it in the due course.
Okay.
However, other activities, there are some activities that are not affected by bigger numbers. For example, we shall continue with the tree planting. There are other activities that also engage with the schools. For example, essay writing, painting for primary school children.
Okay.
Those ones will continue because they don't need great numbers.
Okay.
So that is going, but we are going still to plan, and when that time comes, we shall notify you. Then we go and dance a mali.
Okay, Mr. DJ, I do not want any microphone here now. These microphones have expired now. You can help me. There's a very serious one. No, that one you leave it. Leave it there. Those ones have expired. Okay, Mr. DJ, show us, because we are not going to Adjumani, it has been postponed. Let us now have our Adjumani here. Okay, these guys should first show us how they do it.
Make sure say you stay locked on Tung Kumalo Wanky Wang on Roma TV by Motorola every single Monday to Friday. Chapari Pakawacha. Chill, easy the one lyrical say so. And Baberu can you can name Ningo Rajal, apartment knock, Kaditi meaning, an apartment knock, Anatika Kala Kumchodi Naki Jirani, Anya Dwe, Ange, Anyok Yellow Penyo Mingiel, Twolo.